Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. In this tutorial we're going to explore 5 mind-blowing use cases of Google Gemini 3. Okay, as you all know that the Google Gemini 3 had been launched and it's been doing quite a lot of wonders as regards its use cases, with different content, with different ideas, different concepts coming on board. So let's start with the first case, which is how to generate an interactive application with this particular AI tool. The first use case I tried was to develop a shopping list application that I can just use to name my items as well as the pricing, and then it's going to give me a total of all that I've been working on. So let's say I paste in this prompt. I needed to build an interactive app for my daily shopping and include name of item, quantity, price and total, and make it in form of a checkbox if completed. Okay, so over here you need to check from here and select on canvas, and then you can just go ahead and click on generate, and this is going to generate a complete shopping list for you, which you can see the coding from here as well as the preview of that particular application that it has developed for you. You can see the preview from here. So as you can see, we have a shopping list over here. So this is estimated cost. You can decide to have the unit in dollars or in naira or in any currency of your choice. For this case, we're going to use it in dollars, and you can just name the item, for example, milk, and then you can put the quantity, you can put the amount, for example, $5, and once you click on add to list, this is going to be added to your list. Okay, so you can add other ones like tomatoes, and then you can list the item quantity, for example 50, and then you can put the amount here, 45. Okay, so you can go ahead and add to a list, and in each case you'll be able to see how much is the estimated total, and whenever you have accomplished an item or you confirm you bought it, you can just click and you can see it has ticked out that particular item. And if you make a mistake, you can always uncheck to bring it back. Okay, so once it is checked, you can see items checked to have another item to justify how many of the items we've checked. So this is very interactive, and you can add as many items as you want. You can always refer back and see the code that generated it. So this is the first use case. Now the second use case is we're going to look at how to generate different kind of infographics from a long video tutorial or a long video workshop or a tutorial about something. So let's say I have this information or this video about how Hoover Dam works. So I'm going to copy the link, okay, and I'm going to come back to Gemini, and I'm going to paste in this prompt. Can you generate the key concepts or ideas discussed in this video? Highlight the key takeaways and the processes involved in the design and working of the Hoover Dam. Now I'm going to put in the video link directly here, and I'm just going to hit on enter to this, and let's see what this is going to generate for us. Okay, so you can see the key concept and design ideas are gravity, multipurpose goals, repurposing infrastructure, the design and construction process. This is everything, including the timestamps that all of these are discussed in the video and the key takeaways directly. And so the next step, I want to ask you to, can you convert this into infographics that everyone can understand? Okay, so I'm going to change the tools to create images, and then I'm going to give it this prompt, and let's see what this is going to generate for us. And as you can see, it has given us a direct infographics. You can just click to have an idea. The key concepts have been summarized in here, and then we have building the beast process. Okay, we can see the processes, the river diversion, coffer dam, the cooling blocks, how it works. Okay, power and safety, everything is discussed over here. The penstocks, the electricity, the intake towers, and the penstocks, and so on. And then key takeaways directly, everything has been converted into an understandable infographics that you can use for any conceptualization. So this is the second use case. Let's look at the third use case. Now the third use case is we can use it to create some fantastic images directly. So all you need is to come over here and say create the image of a lion having a good handshake with a cat in front of a tiger, all of them inside a thick bush. Okay, so you can just go ahead and hit on enter while you select images. This is going to use the nano banana model, and it's going to generate this particular image for us. And you can see, take a look at the beauty about this is the lion is truly having a handshake with the cat in front of a tiger, and all of them are in a very thick bush. Okay, so this is really next level, and this is really wonderful of the Gemini. You can see the quality and the sharpness of the image, very detailed, and it captures exactly what I asked it in the prompt. This is actually a next level of change. Now the next use case is I want to convert an article that I have downloaded, a journal paper. I want to convert it into an interactive report, very interactive report. So I can just go ahead and come to Gemini, welcome to new chat. I have to upload that particular article, so I come to upload, and then I can quickly get there. So I have this article and I've just uploaded it, and I can just go ahead and give it the prompt. Okay, can you convert this article into an interactive learning report? Be as detailed as possible and let it be understood by anyone. Okay, so we're going to change this into a canvas, and then we're going to hit on enter. So let's see what this is going to give us. Alright, as you can see, it has generated it, it has converted everything, it has classified everything, the challenge, the paradigm shifts, the management framework, and the global strategy. You can see the challenge, you have seen the climate change, socioeconomic factors, and so on. Everything is being captured in detail. You can see, you can be able to see, when you click on the paradigm now, you're going to see more detail. The old way, flood control, the new way, the flood resilience. This had been also itemized into something that is very understandable. And then when you go to the management framework, you can see that it has been classified into a 4-step management framework: the risk assessment, mitigation, preparedness and response, and so on. You can see them clearly stated, as well as the global strategies: Sponge City in China, the room for the river in Netherlands, integrated planning as well. So these are well identified and well captured details. And over here you can have the check your knowledge kind of questions that you can use, so you can check them and even answer and then submit your answer. This is like kind of a quiz. So this is the 4th use cases. All right, so the final use case scenario of this Gemini that I'm going to share with you today is in developing processes, making it interactive, like we've earlier discussed, but then this one also does it in a very simple way. So can you give me the entire processes involved in a hydroelectricity generation, transmission, and distribution in Nigeria? So I'm just going to go on and say enter to this, and let's see what this is going to come up with. So Nigeria hydroelectricity is a cornerstone of the national power grid, contributing about 20 to 30% of the country's total energy generated. So you can see the different processes and the steps involved: hydropower, electricity, power plant, and this is the visual transmission or representation of a hydropower plant. Take a look in detail. So everything is being captured. Now the next thing is I'm going to make this into an interactive app. Can you convert this into an interactive app that can vary the parameters based on energy demand? Okay, so I'm going to come over here and select canvas, and then we're going to go ahead and say enter to this. And as you can see, it has given us exactly what we wanted. It has created an interactive simulation of the hydro grid in Nigeria: interactive generation, transmission, distribution. So this is our head. As we vary the head, for example, you can see the hydro dam is increasing with more head, and then it's going to also have effect on the total energy generation, the net delivery, the deficit, as well as the other parameters like the load center. Okay, so you can vary the flow rate as well, and then you can see the variation in the other values as well. And then turbine efficiency is also very important in terms of the generation. With higher efficiency, you should expect more generation of the electricity, as well as with lower efficiency, you should expect less. So the grid demand, okay, so we have target demand 2500. You can vary this as well if you're interested. It's going to vary, and then this is going to affect the deficit, and then the transmission losses also. You can play around with it, and you can see the whole thing is interactive. And in case of grid collapse, you should be able to know what to do, and you can directly interact and generate some things from this. So I think you can go ahead and try on your own, see how you can put this to usage based on your own experience, based on your own conceptualization and problem solving. What do you want to use it for? Well, here I have shared my top 5 use cases that are mind-blowing with this very AI tool, Google Gemini. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.